Recording now. We're going to start with Jim McBride, followed by Ian Steele. Jim, can you hear me? Or Jim, I think you're muted.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Hey, Raekwon, I'm just wondering how quickly this process happened once you found out the Patriots were interested in signing you.
It was a pretty quick process. You know, they let me know early on that I was on their radar or whatnot, and I went up there, visited Boston, visited Foxborough, and got a feel for what they were saying and the opportunity that I was going to get there, and I felt like it was the best decision for me and a possibility for me to be a part of something special.
And where do you see yourself fitting in this scheme in New England?
Similar to what I played down in Miami with Coach Flores. You know, he came from New England and instilled his system. I know we played a different variation of the defense, but still the same thing applies. And I see myself as the stand-up backer that runs sideline to sideline like I was like what I was supposed to coming up.
Thank you.
Next question, Ian Steele, followed by Mark Daniels.
Hi, excuse me. Hi, Raekwon. Welcome to New England.
Appreciate that. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing all right.
Good. I'm just wondering, you know, what your kind of perspective of the Patriots was from the outside, and now that you're a part of it, you know, has it kind of lived up to that expectation?
Yeah, I mean, just getting into the building, you can feel the prestige of being a Patriot. You know, what it means is all about team, and that's all I'm about. All about team and winning. Once you walk in the building, you hear things from the outside looking in about this, that, and the third, about this coach, that coach, how things are ran. But until you're in the building, you won't have a full understanding of what's going on and the structure that's built there. And the people there make it extremely easy to win games, win football games. Not easy, but it's a known fact that you're supposed to win as a Patriot.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Next question, Mark Daniels, followed by Bob Sosi.
Hey, Raekwon, hope all is well. You know, obviously you came in the NFL and you played some, major snaps right away in Miami, and obviously last year a little bit of a different of a role in Las Vegas. Just how much of a chip on your shoulder would you say you just have, heading into year 4 on, on a new team?
I mean, I never want to make anything about me. So this whole thing, I want to be a part of a team. That's all that matters. But for me personally, it's a big chip on my shoulder because a lot of people tell me what I can and can't do. And I'm the biggest believer in myself. So when I go out there on the field, I just want to do everything I can possibly to help this team show that I can do it.
Right. Thank you.
Next question, Bob Sosi.
Thanks, Stacy. Hi, Raekwon. Welcome.
Thank
you. Your visit to New England, how many teams did you visit, or how strongly did you consider any other opportunities, and how would you describe what that visit was like for you?
Yeah, I had opportunities to go after the Patriots visit to about two or three other teams that were pushing real hard to get me on their squad. But I felt like this opportunity couldn't be passed up just because of the prestige, being coached by some of the best coaches in the NFL, and the opportunity that I would have here to be a part of something special. Can't keep saying it enough. Just being in the atmosphere that when I came into the building, I felt the energy and I felt the positivity they had about winning football games there, and that's what I'm trying to be about.
Did you have any conversations as well with Ted Karras and Kyle Van Noy, a couple of guys you played with last year who are reuniting in New England?
Me and Big Ted haven't talked yet. I can't wait to see him there. I haven't talked to Gotcha yet. I talked to Trent. But yeah, me really before the visit, the only person that I really wanted to hear his perspective on was Kyle Van Noy, because he plays the same position I play, and just hearing his input on it. Because when he came to Miami, he was one of the leaders on the team, and we had a lot of conversation there, and just translates over. So hopefully we can take that and keep the energy going into this season with the Patriots.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Good luck.
Yeah.
Next question, Andrew Callahan, followed by Nick Coit.
Hey, Raekwon, it's good to meet you here today. For those of us, which is all of us on this end, who have never had a visit with the Patriots as a free agent, can you take us through what that was like? What do you see? What do you do?
When you walk into first of all, I live in Florida, so going from 85 degrees working out on the beach to it's still 30 degrees up there in Massachusetts that was a shock too, because that's how the season's gonna be. I gotta get myself mentally prepared for that. But walking into the building, you know what I'm saying, the first thing you see on the right is the championship rings. And I'm from Georgia, so I definitely was watching the Atlanta Falcons game. And just going down the line of the last 6 or 7 championships, seeing the rings in the building, that's just to start you off. And then you walk around the building and see some of the big names, Teddy Bruschi, Tom Brady, Pat Chung, you know what I'm saying? Congratulations on your retirement. Just seeing guys like that, Hightower on the wall, and being able to play with them, you know what I'm saying? Just seeing guys like that on the wall as you walk through the building. And I could shout out a lot of guys, but just seeing them and seeing the prestige that came with being a Patriot over this track record of winning football games and winning championships, that really did it for me. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be a part of that. And the coaches have that same energy and same vibe, and it's not going to change there. And I feel like that's the best thing. I've been a lot of places, been changing, been moving a lot, but this is a solid foundation. I feel like I have structure there and I can succeed.
Cool. Thanks, Raekwon.
Next question, Nick Coit, followed by Phil Perry.
Thank you, Stacey. Hey, Raekwon. Welcome to New England. I wanted to ask you about the position group that you're going to be a part of. And was it exciting just to see that, okay, Kyle Van Noy's coming back and Dante Hightower is going to be a part of it, and Matt Judon? How exciting is it just to be a part of that group, but also compete against them every day in practice?
That's what it's all about. Just seeing your brother do good. You know what I'm saying? Competing against each other every day. So when you get on Sunday, it's an easy game. I think the room is going to be very special. It's going to be a lot of opportunity, but at the same time, a lot of competition to get out there and stay out there on the field. So just knowing who I'm coming in there with, it can't do anything but help my game, because I have to push myself to another level to actually be out there on the field.
Another quick one for me. We've heard from a few different guys, their first interactions with Coach Belichick. What was your first interaction like with Coach Belichick?
Coach Belichick told me something interesting that really jumped out at me. He told me that he's been watching my career, and for a player, you talking to a Hall of Fame coach, him talking about watching me play out of all these linebackers in the league. You know what I'm saying? I know he watches a lot of ball, but he said he paid attention to me over my career, told me about my injury my rookie year. And of course, he was playing against me in Miami, but just told me what happened to me last year with the Raiders, and everything that he talked about progress and moving forward and being the person he know that I can be. And hearing that from a Hall of Fame coach really inspired me to, you know what I'm saying, just get out there and do what I got to do.
Thanks, Raekwon.
Next question, Phil Perry, followed by Doug Kyde.
Hey, Raekwon, welcome to New England. It's interesting. Speaking of your first interaction with Bill Belichick, I remember when you were coming out of the draft in 2017, and you had an interesting quote about meeting Bill Belichick, about how it was a little scary. I think, just being in his presence.
Right.
Do you remember meeting him back then? And it felt like you were a pretty good fit for the Patriots at that point in time. Did you think they might draft you that year?
Yeah, he actually told me that they wanted me in that draft, but it wasn't as intimidating now because I played against his team, and it just feels a little weird. It feels a little different now. But coming out of college, I was way over my head talking to him, and just looking him in his eyes and seeing how serious he was and his track record and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? The Patriots are known for their linebackers, so to be a guy that they want to be a part of that group, I feel like it's special.
Raekwon, I just want to ask you one more thing. Albert Breer from Sports Illustrated mentioned, I think soon after you signed with the Patriots, that you were teammates with Cam Williams, who's a scout for the Patriots now. Are you still in touch with him? Did he give you any information about how things operate with the Patriots before you made your decision?
Nah, that's my brother, man. Me and Cam played together, I think, 2 years at Ohio State. Really taught me everything I know when I came into college, and I'm glad to see him doing good or whatnot. But no, we just been staying in contact. He always tell me, give me the real on how I'm playing. And I asked him before I came. I told him that I was coming, and asked him how did he see me fit. And all he said was what everybody else said around the building. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get your opportunity, go out there and show that you can do it. And he's always kept it real with me, so I believe it.
Thanks, Raekwon.
Last question, Alex Barth.
Hey, Raekwon, welcome to New England.
Thank you.
You mentioned some of the Patriots you saw when you walked in, Teddy Bruschi, Dante Hightower. I'm wondering how much you know, if anything, about Gerard Mayo, who's now played for the team, is now a linebackers coach.
Yeah, I mean, my bad, Mayo, if you listening to this and ain't hear your name called. But but yeah, I watched Mayo when he was at Tennessee coming out. You know, so I'm from Georgia, so I was able to watch SEC ball, watch Mayo come out, and watch Mayo play. And I got a lot of respect for his game. That's another reason that I felt like this is the best opportunity for me, coming from a former player that's played at a high level. He knows what it looks like. So if I'm not doing it and I'm not upholding the standard, then he's gonna let me know. So I feel like his input on my game would help me take my game to the next level.
Thank you.